Hey, everybody. Welcome to Let the Ladies Speak. On Let the Ladies Speak, we have healthy discussions about life, love, dating, and relationships while promoting self love, healing, and healthy dating. And today, I want to talk about self love. This is my official first SelfLove Sundays. And so I wanted to have this on a regular basis. I want the opportunity for us to have the conversation about ourselves on a regular basis. I want us to get back to the basics. I want us to get back to loving ourselves. I want us to get back to caring for ourselves. I want us to get back to just being a whole person. We as women give up so much of ourselves. We as people, we give up so much of ourselves and we don't take care of ourselves. And because I call myself the self love advocate, I advocate for the love of yourself. I want to talk about self love in a holistic approach. So today it's just going to be an introduction. I told you guys I was getting over a cold, so I still kind of have a cough and I don't want to talk too much, but I want to talk. Hey, Miss Maud, how are you, beautiful? Thank you so much for joining me. I am looking forward to checking out your interview. You guys, if you don't know, please go to my Afro Mama, subscribe to her channel. She has so much energy. She's gonna make you laugh. She's gonna make you cry. She's such a beautiful human being, and I really, really enjoy her content. She does a lot of show reviews, and she did an interview today with another dating coach. So please make sure you check her out. Now, hi first. Hi, beautiful. How are you? First, am I allowed to talk about your new channel? First off, go subscribe to First's channel also. First Home Tuber for first time home buying tips and get your knowledge, get your game on so we can buy a house. But also she has a new channel. It's called This Is Why I'm Single. Follow her on Instagram and follow her on YouTube. Okay, both of them. Follow Mod also on Instagram and YouTube. They do great content. So I thank you, ladies, for coming and joining me today. Like I said, today won't be a long one, but I just kind of want to have a place and space where we can get together, have fun, enjoy each other, share how we love each other, share how we care for one another, share how we care for ourselves. And I just feel like it's really important. One thing I noticed lately with everyone is being yeah, she has been. She is like, we're gonna be single for life. Hi, Ellen. Welcome, beautiful. Ellen, you have some pretty skin. This picture, I'm like, the skin just skins. Your skin is gorgeous. You have to let us know what you do for your skincare routine because your skin is beautiful, love. So, when I got into this backstory, I started my podcast just to kind of talk crap. That was initially what happened. And then I did my first podcast, and the first podcast was called Creating a Safe Space for Your Mate because it was COVID. We had just shut down. I was driving home and I was just like, I remember that if a time when I was in a relationship that I would not want to go home right now. I would not want to go home. I would be drained going home, but I was happy to go home, baby. I was like, I'm going home. And then I began to like really enjoy my place and space. And it just kind of evolved from there. I started the podcast and people start asking me more about like relationship advice and things like that. Then I came onto this platform for, just to kind of meet more people. But when I was really talking about like what I want to do and what I want to talk about, I was like, okay, I want to get back. I want people to understand the importance of loving themselves. I realized that a lot of times in relationships, the biggest issue is people refusing to heal and people refusing to love themselves. I'm not going to do like a preachy thing. I want to do it from like a standpoint of a healthcare worker, being a nurse. I've been in healthcare since high school actually, but I've been a nurse for a long time and I see so much. I see so many women. Just last night, y'all, let me tell you, last night I had a patient. I can't say why she was there, but the fact that she was there for the reason she was there, and her greatest concern was that she can finally get some rest. She was like, I could finally get some sleep. And she was trying, yes, honey, get a drink. Get a drink. I only can have water. Get a drink. But get one. And So she was just like, I just want to be away. Everybody was calling her 2 o'clock in the morning. This lady is laying up in the hospital. Her family was calling her at 2 o'clock in the morning. And she was so stressed out. So, and she had concerns about them coming and visit her. She didn't want to visit. She just wanted to rest. And it's like, guys, we got to do better. We got to do better as Black women, as all women. And someone asked me to talk about Roe versus Wade. Now, I'm not going to do it on this live. I'm either going to do a live later, or I'm going to do a video or do a live tomorrow. So just turn on your notifications. I don't want to mix the two. But we just have to do better as women. We give everything up to everybody else, and it's time to make sure we do for ourselves. I only use Well, the oils are working. Your skin is absolutely gorgeous. I've been meaning to tell you that for some time. Like, the glow is like you have a permanent filter. You're beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Ellen. And so that last night was just another reminder that I told her, I said, well, we have COVID patients in the hospital. If you want to tell her that if you want to tell your family that because there's COVID patients in the hospital and you don't want to have visitors, then say that. And she said, yes, that's what I'm going to do. She's sincerely trying to find another way to stay in the hospital one more day just so she can get rest. Like, I find that to be so unfortunate. Like, that really broke my heart. You can't, we got to do better. You're welcome, love. You're welcome. So, if you know me and if you listen to my content, when I leave and I sign out, I always say, love yourself for who you are. And what do I mean by that? I mean, love yourself for the place that you're in right now. Love who you used to be, love who you are, but also give yourself room to grow and evolve. Don't stay stuck and feel like you can't be better. Don't feel like you can't evolve. Don't hinder yourself in that way. Continue to love yourself. Love yourself for who you are and who you want to be and who you're going to be, and forgive yourself. I want us to learn to forgive ourselves for the decisions that we've made, the things that we didn't know. You do. Yes, for the walk around naked. Because, baby, let me tell you, I don't wear clothes in this house. I have more muumuus, cover-ups, dashikis, whatever you want to call them. I have them all in my house. I'm not wearing I am free. I am free. That freedom mind is self-love. Um, uh, but I think it's important for us to remember that each day we need to take time to take care of ourselves, to love on ourselves. The way that we go after people and to try to make sure that they're okay, even in dating, the first you meet this guy and right off the start, you're trying to make him comfortable instead of advocating for what you want and advocating for what you need. But the truth is, a lot of us don't know what we need. A lot of us don't know what we want. We're trying to figure it out, but you're trying to figure it out on an externally, but it's internal. And it's important that we learn to protect ourselves, to care for ourselves, to advocate for ourselves, to love on ourselves, to demand and require that people treat us a certain way, that you show up in our lives a certain way, that you operate in our lives a certain way. Because let me tell you something, it is peace over everything over here. If you think you're going to disturb my peace, you about to be out of my life. I am going to handle you with the longest spoon known to man. I am the queen. My name is Sonya, and I am the queen of loving you from a distance. I do not allow people to disrupt my peace. I just don't. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, it's all about it. I am for the freedom of it all. Everybody has to breathe. This harness called a bra is too much for me. Hey, Kimberly. Welcome, beautiful. Thank you for stopping by. The super black woman syndrome. And you know what? The super black woman syndrome is killing us. It's killing us. You know why they don't talk about this? They make it seem as though our diets is the biggest culprit of our diabetes, high blood pressure, depression, anxiety. No, the biggest culprit is stress. We are literally stressed out from the time we wake up in the morning to the time we go to bed at night if we don't manage ourselves. We're stressed out. You wake up, you're trying to do this for the kids, you're trying to make sure the family's okay. You go to work, you're trying to be a great representative of yourself as an employee. So you're stressed out there. Then if you have a man, you have to meet their needs, and that's more stress. Then we have to deal with what it's like to be in a workplace as a woman, as a woman of color, or just in a career. Even if you separate all of that, you have to deal with um, being judged and the microaggressions and the shade and people trying to get you to be emotional, and you just have to deal with so much. You have to deal with the prejudice. People are trying to get you to prove yourself. People are trying to get you to work over, above, and beyond what everybody else is doing. And it's too much. That constant stress on your body leads to diabetes. It leads to hypertension. It leads to heart attacks. It leads to stroke. It leads to cancer. It leads to autoimmune disorders. The inflammation. Guys, I have eczema, and I've been working for the past couple of days, so my skin is dry and extra irritated because of like washing my hands and washing my wrists, but also from the stress of work. And when I'm there and you're caring for people and taking care of people, it causes inflammation. It inflames your body. A lot of autoimmune diseases are harder to manage because of the level of stress. One thing they tell you is don't stress yourself. Your immune system. The reason why I'm sick right now and it's taking me so long to get over this cold is because I told you guys I had a death in the family. I'm driving back and forth. I'm trying to work. I'm not getting enough rest. I know better. And sometimes we're not going to be perfect in our self-love journey, but I really want us to try our best. I really want us on a daily basis, at least weekly, take some time, go look in that mirror and tell yourself that you're beautiful, that you're loved. Ask yourself, how am I feeling today? When is the last time you really sat and thought about how you feel and owned it? When is the last time you just cried? Y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all something. When I left my corporate job and I decided that I was going to, pursue YouTube and do be creative and get in touch with my feminine creative side, I sat outside and I cried on my porch with the sun on my face, and it was the best feeling because it was a weight that was lifted off of me. I was tired. I was tired. And, going to the hospital, I was going to the hospital because I worked during COVID, and you're seeing everything that's happening there and everything that they were inundating us with on the news and things like that. It was just too much. You got to unplug sometimes and just sit with yourself and say, how are you doing, girl? How you doing? Say, I love you. Say, you're beautiful. Say something nice about yourselves, because we do a lot of negative self-talk. We pick ourselves apart. Give yourself a compliment. Give the way we be, hey queen, hey love, each other. Do that to you. I have affirmations all on my mirror because I have to remind myself, my God made me and I have purpose. And this world tries to beat you up every single day. But no, baby, you know whose you are. And when you know whose you are and why you are here, and that you were meant to be here, it changes the game. And there are times when I am not touched, really taking care of myself. I don't do that love. I go check myself. I go look at that mirror and I say to myself, you did a good job. You did the best you could. You're beautiful. You're kind. You're compassionate. You're loving. You're a healer. You have purpose. You're doing the right thing, because people can be cruel. And I'm going to be honest, I come from a family where, you know, we say what we say. I don't come from a family where they sugarcoat a thing, okay? So I have a tough skin, but when you know that your intention is to do your best to help someone, somebody may not be ready to receive that, and that can look and feel pretty bad, you know? So let me check in with you guys because I'll go on a soapbox. I'll be talking forever. It is sad, Ma. It is. Thank you. Yes, it is. And so is turmeric. So is, believe it or not, lemon and salt water. Lemon, and Imma do different episodes. So lemon and salt water, things like that help clean out your GI tract. They are very good for you. Thank you for sharing, Ellen. Rarely. We're gonna do this more often, my we're gonna do Imma check in with your girl, make sure you done went and told yourself how fine you is. Hi, Sierra. You guys, please check in on Sierra's channel. She has a new YouTube channel and she did this awesome video about traveling to DC. I felt like I took a trip around the world. Please subscribe to her channel. She is a supporter of us. I love you too, boo, and you are amazing as well. Thank you. I appreciate you. But yeah, so I have these moments where you're just like, hi, Crystal. I have these moments where I give a lot. You give a lot and you just need to unplug. So what I'm going to do with the self-love journey is take the time to do several things. I want to educate people on different ways to love on yourself. And I'm talking about on every single level, mentally, physically, spiritually. I'm not going to get into like my religion, because that's personal to me. And I'm gonna tell you one thing about me is you're not gonna tell me about my relationship with God. So I'm not gonna put that out there for anybody to consume to try to tell me about that. I don't play those games. Me and God, we good. I don't need anybody to dictate that. Okay. But I do want to just talk about some spiritual things. Um, Physically, I really want us to start worrying about our health and our love. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're down too. I just really want us to take care of ourselves. And I really want us to learn and remember to start advocating for ourselves. I talk about healthy dating, and healthy dating is being able to date in a way that keeps you safe, you know? And you need proper tools. I will talk about even like socializing. I don't know if Kimberly is still here, but I also want to talk about self-travel. You guys know I love and I believe in dating for yourself, dating yourself, which side note. So I advised someone to date themselves and they did not like that. So that was another motivation for me because I was like, well, there's other things you could do where you don't have to go on like dates. You can go to perfect, Ellen. Thank you. Like, really, she did an awesome job. You don't have to go on dates. You can do little things. Some of the things that I did while I was going through my journey of like deciding I was going to get out of the hustle and bustle of life is I created different spaces in my home to give me peace. So, like, my bathroom is like a spa now. Okay. I have the elements of the earth because praise be to Mother Earth. I have the elements of the earth. I have what you have your water. I have salt. I have fire, which are my candles. Use oils. I use Epsom salt. Salt baths are good for you. They're good for cleansing. They're also good to decrease inflammation of the body. It is. Who we talking about here? Who we talking about? I'm sorry, excuse me. Um, so I just want, yes, the undisputed. So I take time. So a whole week, if it's been a week and I've been like really under dealing with a lot as far as people, because we encounter others' energies all the time, right? I'll run me a bath. I only use Dr. Teal's because I have sensitive skin and they use natural oils. I run me a bath. I put on my John Coltrane. I light my candles. Okay. I have eucalyptus candles. I use the lavender bath. I put fresh sheets on my bed. I put on my diffuser. I turn off my phone and I get in that tub and at least for 20 minutes. I know everybody's not into taking a bath. You can shower before and then take a bath if you have concerns, but baths are really good. Water is healing. Your body is made up of 60 to 70% of water. Your body heals in water. So, you know, it's good to take a bath. Um and I soak there and I clear my mind and I give thanks. I'm grateful. I always give thanks. Lord, I am grateful. I am grateful for everything. I want to hear from you. I need some wisdom. I need some patience. I need some understanding. I'm tired. Sometimes I'm just like, I'm tired. Your kids get on my nerves and I'm tired. I'm tired. And then other times I'm just like, I'm so thankful that people want to, like, I love the fact that y'all even want to hear from me. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the gifts that God has given me. And I just take that moment. Or sometimes I'm just silent. And then sometimes I want to listen to some other kind of music and just feel good. But I make sure at the end of the week, I take that time. And I really want to encourage you, ladies and gentlemen, if any man stop in, take that time to love on yourself. Take that time to care for yourself. Take that time to affirm yourself. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Let me know. Thank you, Mom. Oh, okay. Thanks for the clarification. Thank you. Okay. Well, you can come on. You can come on over. We'll take the undisputed African, honey. Yes, ma'am. Um, but I really want us to, I really just, the purpose of this is to encourage us. There will be a lot of education, but it's just for us to be encouraged to remember who we are and how important we are, and not to always give so much to everyone else. Like I posted, I think last week, we can't pour from an empty cup. If your cup is empty, what are you giving? You put yourself in lack. You put yourself in a deficit. You put yourself in a place and space where you can't do for others. And then you're hurting, you're angry, you're frustrated, you're short fused, and you can't show up as your best self for your family. I wholeheartedly believe in service. We are made to serve, but I also believe that you have to fill you up and you have to have people in your life to fill you up. So that's going to be another thing I want to talk about. I want to talk about friends. Okay. The company we keep, because some people need to go. Some people need to be cleansed. We need to cleanse some people out. Some people you may have to separate yourself from. Some people you may have to make boundaries from. So that's basically what this self love is all about. Self love Sundays are going to be about. I'll post whatever topic I'm going to discuss in the thumbnail, so you know if it's something that is of interest of you, to you or whatever. And yeah, that's really what I want. I want us to just get back to loving ourselves so we can be the best versions of ourselves. And the best version of yourself does not mean perfection. The best version of yourself means the best I can do and be today, right? Is you showing up as you, being the best you can be today. That is the best version of yourself. So that's what I want for us. You know, no one is perfect. We are all imperfect. But guess what? We are more than enough, even with our imperfections. And as long as you are willing to self-reflect and self-correct and try to do better, then you got it. So this is what I want. I want to thank you, Kimberly. I'm looking forward to it too. I want for anybody who's willing to share, you can come up or not come up, is a fine by me. If anybody want to share something they feel that makes them unique. Uh-oh, my thing is not working. One thing, okay, how about this? One thing that you love about yourself. One thing you love about your face. Okay. I'm gonna tell you this. I love my cheekbones because they're my granny's. I love my eyes because they're like my mom and my dad's. And I love my smile, even with these braces on. Ooh, child, I can't wait to get these braces off. Let me tell you. But I still love my smile. Um, those are some of the things that I love about myself. Can somebody else please tell me something they love about themselves, love about their face? Ellen, it's your skin, and we all love your skin, girl. No, so I want us to share those kind of things too, and kind of support one another in that, and just saying something nice about yourself and saying something nice about other people. So while I'm waiting for someone to respond, let me go through, and I am going to honor you ladies. Afro Mama, we love that you share. I love that you share your experience, your knowledge, and you always advocate for the underdog. I love that about you. I really enjoy your content. First home, I don't know if you're still here or not, honey, but you know I love you. And I love the fact that you are a community person and that you are so supportive and loving and kind. Like, you're always grateful, highly intelligent. Love that. Ellen, you show up everywhere and you are always respectful, always kind, always loving. And you could tell that your intentions are good. And we love that for you and about you. Who else is Miss Kimberly Reviews? Miss Kimberly is also another person that's extremely supportive of everyone, always kind, always loving. You love your smile. I want to see your smile. Hope to see that soon. I want to see your smile. Um, and we want to say, Kimberly, I just thank you for standing in your truth. One thing I love about Kimberly is Kimberly's gonna stand in her truth, and she's gonna do it in the nicest way. But you're gonna get that truth, okay? You're gonna understand where she comes from, and I love that. Okay, okay, you're right. You better say I love my whole face. You better say it, the whole thing, from the root to the from the beginning to the end. You're beautiful. Um, Something that's quirky about me, I want to share that. Something that I find is very quirky about me, guys, is I am a lover of nerds. And I am like all my life. All my life, I wanted glasses and braces as a kid. I waited to 45 to get braces, and now my glasses so thick that I wear contacts half the time. Okay. But I love all things nerds. When I was sick, one of the things I did was sit and watch all of the Revenge of the Nerds movies. I did I did Revenge of the Nerds movies. I watched all of the old 80s movies. Okay. And I just love it. I just love intelligent people. I love people who are focused and who are creative in different things and who are themselves. I like individuals who just stay in their lane and stand in who they are, which is another thing I want to talk about. I want to also get into us talking about regaining our power. I may talk about that a little bit in this one. Yes, Kimberly's gonna do what she wants to do, honey. Listen, she's gonna be, yeah, but I'm still gonna do it in the nicest way. You're gonna get this southern, yes, I'm doing what I want to do. So let's talk quickly about your power. I wanted to talk about that because I don't think we really understand how powerful we are as people and as women. And you do, as a woman, have so much power. You are meant to be served. You are meant to be adored. You are meant to be loved. You are meant to be respected. And sometimes we don't stand in that enough. And we serve ourselves up to people who don't serve us well. We serve ourselves up to people in the pursuit of love and happiness. We serve ourselves up to these people, and these people aren't well intentioned. They don't know what to do with you. They're not ready for you. You know, they're not ready for the greatness that you have in you. They're not ready for themselves. And we all go through these journeys in life. We try to love and grow and develop ourselves, you know? So that isn't anything new. But standing in your power isn't a bad thing. We've been taught that if you are too prideful, if you like yourself too much, if you too sedity or too uppity, as they say, but if you just respect yourself, there's something that's wrong with you. There isn't anything wrong with you for standing in your power. That is what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to say, you're supposed to say, yes. Do I have someone coming up? Hold on, guys. I don't know. I don't know if that's coming through. That's right. Stand in your power. Remember who you are. Remember whose you are. Know that you do have purpose. If you're here, you do have purpose, as I said earlier, and you have the ability to dictate what happens. A lot of people get upset when I try to make them, not make them, when I ask them to be, oh, I'm sorry, y'all. When I ask them to be accountable for their own behavior. And I don't flat out just ask that, but I may say, how are you accountable, or what part did you play in this situation? And I get a lot of people get mad. Some people won't come back to me, and that's okay. But what I want to say about that is that once you take accountability, once you really realize what you can do, you for one don't carry the burden of other people. Okay? So you don't carry that burden. You don't um feel like you have to control them or dictate what they do, because you have no control over that. You realize I have full control over myself. Okay, so how am I going to operate? What am I going to do? What am I going to learn from this? What am I going to take from this? How far am I going to let this go? So for people, I'm going to use this as an example. If a person betrays you in some kind of way, okay, you have that information. So now what are you going to do about that information? That's the next question. What am I going to do with this? Is this a person I want to continue to be with or deal with? How do I set parameters around this? Because I'm going to tell you, for myself personally, once I realize who you are and what you are and what you're about, if it doesn't serve me, if it doesn't make me feel good, I don't deal. That's it. That's my power. I have that power. I don't say, oh, they keep doing something to me, because I'm allowing it. So that means I'm complacent. So I have to take the moment to say, okay, listen, this doesn't serve me. I have the right to remove myself. I have the right to say this relationship needs to come to an end. It doesn't come from a place of hate or I don't hate you or dislike you. It's time for us to let this go. If we outgrow each other, it's time for us to let this go. It doesn't mean that, again, that you have to bash a person or anything like that. Sometimes it's just time the season is up. This is a new season. And in this next season in my life, these are my needs. This is another reason why it's good for you to take care of yourself and spend time with yourself and learn to love yourself, because you'll understand and you'll know when it's time. It's time to make these changes. In your quiet time, that is when you really hear from the Lord. That is when your spirit really talks to you, And you need to be able to say, the season is up, and be okay with that. Know that there's no hard feelings. I'm not going to argue with you. I'm not going to fight with you. I'm not going to do any of those things. What I'm going to do is remove myself, because I have that power. I have that power to say, no, this is enough. Right? And that's what I want us to be able to get back to. Stand in that power to say, this doesn't serve me. You know what? You're cute and all, but no. Okay? And this is family, friends, because people will take advantage of your kindness. People will take advantage of your heart. People will take advantage of your insecurities. People will take advantage of anything that they can take advantage of. People will drain you. When I tell you, I have a book called Emotional Vampire. Somebody a guy that I was dating gave that book to me about 20 years ago. And let me tell you, that book came in handy. People will suck you dry, drain you, leave you for dead, and go on to the next. And all you've been doing is trying to please them, trying to feed them. Be of service. But relationships are about two people. I have a small circle. And in this small circle, these are the people I have chosen to be in my life, to love on, to support, to go to commune with. Very limited. Okay, you don't have to have a whole lot of friends, but you get you some good people. Good people. For the single ladies, you got to have good people in your life, because you have to make sure you have people who can keep you grounded if you encounter someone who, is kind of gaslighting you and things like that. We'll get into that at another time. But I think it's important just to take that time to know who you are, to understand your power. No, stop saying what everyone is doing to you. At some point, now it doesn't mean they haven't done it, but at some point, you have to say, what am I allowing? And why am I allowing this? Why am I allowing this? And what can I do? It's time to think through this process. What can I do better? What can I do differently? How can I pivot? I'm a pivot queen. I will about face on you so fast. We about to change this thing around, okay? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to deal with this. I'm not going to be treated like this. You have that right and that power to say so, do so, and operate in that way. Okay. I'm happy you're getting some from this, Miss Maud. Thank you. So I'm not going to keep us on here long, guys, because I feel some raspiness coming on. I want to say I thank you so much for coming to join me. This particular episode wasn't structured. I just wanted to get on here and talk about what I want to do and why I wanted to do it. But I am going to have different episodes where they're focused on certain things. If you have a topic that you want me to talk about, please leave it in the description in the comment section. You can go on Instagram and DM me. At my Instagram is Let the Lady Speak. You can DM me there, or you can go to my website. I got a website, y'all. I'm gonna get it redone because I did it myself and I need some help. But you can go to my website, and or you can just email me at my coaching site. I am gonna be doing a women's group. The goal is to do it for, it was supposed to be this month because my last women's group ended in May, that I was a part of. It wasn't my group, but I was a part of it. I'm going to start a women's group that will be on Patreon. It won't be expensive. It is just a moment for us to just kind of get together. And if we want to talk, we can talk and we can share. And it's a safe space. And it's a place where, we can be offline because YouTube is very, very public. We could be offline and have these conversations. So I really want us to do that. But my intention with SelfLove Sundays is just going to be to get back to loving ourselves, learning how we can do that in different ways, sharing, giving tips, loving on each other, appreciating each other, lifting each other up. I just think we need that. I don't know why I'm being called to it, but that's what I feel like. I feel like we need to love on ourselves and we need to love on each other. We need that sisterhood. Sisterhood is important. You can have a man all day long, but there's nothing like your sisters. I am an advocate for marriage, love, and relationships and community. We can't do anything if we don't have a community. Okay. So I'm an advocate for that. But I also believe it's so very important that you yourself are whole. Healthy people make healthy relationships. And that's a lot of, there's a lot of toxic relationships because you have toxic people coming together, coexisting, not wanting to heal, not willing to heal, or not even knowing that healing is needed. Some of us just don't know. We only know what we've been taught. We only know what we've been surrounded by. I get so upset when I hear people say, they should have known better at your grown age and things like that. The fact of the matter is, some people don't know. Some people don't know. Some people have never been taught that. So I want to say I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming out and supporting me. I look forward to seeing you guys soon on the next Self Love Sundays. Please take care, be well, be safe, and don't forget to love yourself for who you are. Mwah. Take care. Bye bye.